Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round 12 of F2. I'm your comms this evening, King Luckman. We're here at Azerbaijan this evening. Obviously, tight street circuit. Lots of places where you will end up hitting the wall if you're not careful. But ultimately, a good place for racing. A few different overtaking opportunities, mainly being turn 1, turn 3 would probably be your best bet. Anywhere else is a little bit risky. So we'll see what happens this evening. I've just been informed that it's going to be all dry this evening, so no rain expected. As we're just waiting for people to do their setups ready for the race, or the one-shot quali, shall I say. And then obviously the sprint race, reversed grid order from 10th, 1st to 10th, and then the feature race in the way that we qualified. Here we go then. Oh, this is carnage. I would love, as it looks like mechanical hit the wall. I'll just let qualifying play out, because to try and commentate on it all jiggling about is going to be difficult. Oh Jesus, please not let Harold get pole. Oh Jesus, no. As Nibs has retired from the session, he may have hit the wall. Oh Jesus, no. So that is qualifying done. Harold on pole, Luke second, Harvey third, Toby fourth, Nat fifth, Max sixth, Chip seventh, Rapid eighth, Nerf ninth, Oliver 10th, Wookie 11th, Clay 12th, CV Gould 13th, Mechanical 14, Cook 15, and Nibs is the only one that didn't set a time due to retiring. So obviously it is a reversed grid order for the sprint. So 10th will start first, etc, etc. So the grid is just about to form up. And then we will be underway for the sprint race. So here we go then, 5 red lights are out and away we go. So Nerve gets a good run on Oliver, quite alongside. Here's everyone looks to have got away cleanly. Oh yeah, as Nerf munches the wall, love it. Looks like he's lost an end plate there as well. that is going to hinder his race. So that front right end plate's gone. As it looks, I think like Rapid have had a bit of a moment on exit. Cole picks up 3 seconds for track limits and has put himself into a wall. Good start to Colin there. Murph has already lost second to Ottawa. Or someone else munches the wall. I think it might have been Toby. A few people getting caught out by that. Max appears to have wing damage as well. Could cause costly. Toby looks like has wing damage. Quite a few picking up wing damage early on. Looks like Nat is lining up a move on Nerf. Someone hit the wall there, I couldn't see whether that was Nat as Max is retired. Looks like he's retired at the first corner. It's unlucky for Max. So we'll see if Nat can start reeling Oliver back in. Oliver, I believe, is your championship leader. Looks like people are getting caught out. By the braking points going into several corners there. Obviously these things aren't easy to get stopped. Looks like Luke has got wing damage on the front right as well. Quite a few drivers picking up wing damage early on. Obviously Luke being in a championship battle along with Wookie and Oliver. So we'll see if Harold can get the move done. And he does quite easily. Wookie overtakes Clay. Oh, as Wookie munches the wall, and that's going to give Clay the run on him. Don't know whether that gave... Oh, Clay munches the wall as well. Lots of end plates flying about early on. There is... Nibs appears to have had a bit of an issue as well. He's got no end plate. Let's have a look at position changes. Nat is up 4. Harold up 3. Clay up 3. Cook up 3. Harvey down 3. One munches the wall. I didn't see who that was. I think that may have been Toby again. Wookie picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Harold looks like he's got the better run there on Toby coming out the final corner. And they go side by side. That's going to open up the door to Luke. He's not going to make the move though. We'll see if Harold can get it done this time around. As Nib picks up 10 seconds for speed in the pits. Wookie and Clay going side by side. As Clay doesn't have a front wing. Oh, as Clay's out, Clay's retired. Just hit the wall in the castle section. It's unfortunate for him. Harvey doesn't have a front wing. Wookie is retired from the race. It looks like that's just before the final corner. Here it is. Get himself into a wall. It's unfortunate for Wookie. Nerf is retired as well. Yeah, good work. Looks like that's into turn one. It is. Lots of people struggling this evening. Couple of little battles going on here and there. So Harvey is retired as well. I think he's looks like the castle section as well. There's two now out in the castle section. That's Clay and Harvey. Let's see if Rapid can get close enough to Nat over this lap or next lap. Try and make a move. May even be coming out of turn 3 that he has a little look. Or coming out of turn 2 into turn 3, should I say. Doesn't look like it's going to be close enough this time around. Nibs is retired. It looks like the fast little left kink. It's just caught him out. Six DNF so far. like Harold might be lining up a move on Chip. Looks like the closest battle at the moment. Moves to the outside. Gets the move done before the braking zone. Good move from Harold. Mechanical has made it past Cook. Luke looks to be lining up a move on Toby. Not going to get it done this time around. So we'll see if he can next time. Rapid has lost DRS at the moment to Nat. And Chip has lost DRS to Harold. So we'll see if we can get back within the 1 second before the DRS detection zone. Doesn't look like he is. Toby looks like he's about to lose it. To Chip. Someone just hit the wall. It'll be tight as to whether Toby's going to get it or not. I think he might have just got it. Yeah, he did that time around. It's going to make the pass harder for Luke. Oh, as Luke munches the wall that time around. See what sort of damage you got from that, if any. Obviously he had no end plate to begin with. Rapid is back within the second window of Nat. I wonder whether Nat had a little issue somewhere. So Nat definitely has had an issue somewhere along the line. Toby's all over the back of Chip. We'll see if he can get the move done into turn 1. We'll see if Nat can also get the move done on Rapid into turn 1. So this could be an easy pass for Nat, and it is. Toby's not quite close enough, but it has allowed Luke to get back within that second window. It's just Colin with 3 seconds. Harold up 6 places, Nat up 4, Mechanical up 6, Gould up 4, Kane up 5. with a lot of DNFs. Still not very much happening. It looks like Nat just had a little munch of the wall. We'll see if Rapid can get Nat back into turn one. Not sure he's going to be close enough. We'll soon find out though. Looks to be going to the outside. See if we can get him back into turn three though. A little lock up there. Not sure he is by the looks of things. See if Toby can get Chip. He's not going to be close enough. So unless they can make some sort of move in the next few sectors, as it looks like Toby probably is now. Down the inside he goes. Going too wide through this section. Not an easy place to do it. Luke then has a go at Chip. Down the inside he goes. So that's Chip losing out 2 positions in the space of 2 corners. Luke picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Oliver takes P1, Nat P2, Rapid P3 in the sprint race. It'll be tight to the line between these lot. Luke almost got Toby. but not quite. So yeah, Harold 4th, Toby 5th, Chip 6th, Luke 7th. Mechanical is going to finish in 8th. CV Gordon 9th. And Cook in 10th. So just to confirm, Oliver took P1, Nat P2, Rapid P3, Harold P4, Toby P5, Chip P6, Luke P7, Colin P8, CV Gould P9 and Cook P10, last of the finishers, with Nibs, Harvey, Nerf, Wookie, Clay and Max all DNFing. So just wait for everyone to obviously pick their race strategies. we'll just wait for the grid to warm back up. Here we go then, 5 red lights are up. Out and away we go. Harold gets a good start, looks like Luke's going to attack him early on, doesn't quite that time. 2 cars off out in the background. Not sure who that was, but Max is currently trying to turn the car around. Max is DNF'd, I'm guessing, on track. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but we have our first DNF at turn 1. Someone has already munched the wall, didn't see who that was. Can't see anyone with wing damage just yet. It looks like Luke is going to attack Harold early on. Looks like he's got the straight line speed on him. Not quite side by side that time around. Luke is coming under pressure with his teammate Harvey. Let's have a look at what tyres people are on. So Harold on the super softs, Luke on the softs, Harvey super softs, Nat super softs. Got quite a mixture of tyres going on. So obviously strategy will play its part in this race at some point. Luke appears to have lost a little bit of time there. See if Luke can get Harold this time around with the use of DRS as well. So it's going to be a pretty easy move there for Luke. Goes defensive. Don't think Harold's going to be close enough though this time around. Nat gets Harvey into turn 3. Wookie gets nerf back. Someone's had an issue somewhere. I think that might have been Cook having a bit of an issue. See if Harold can get a loop back into turn 1. He's gonna have a go. Past he goes. Is Luke going to be able to get him back into turn 3? Let's have a look. Don't think he is this time around. As Rapid and Toby are currently having a battle. Toby keeps ghosting for some reason, I'm not too sure why. Seems to have sorted itself out now. Looks like he may have had a bit of an issue with a wall. He has no right end plate. Luke appears to have just fallen off the back of Harold for the time being. See if he can close that gap back up again. Rapid makes it past Harvey. Harvey jumps into the pits though. That is our first pit stop. Let's see where he comes out once everyone else starts to pit. So I'd imagine them super soft tyres are going to start going off pretty sharpish. So Nibs... Oh no, that's it. I thought Nibs has managed to pass Harvey then. I was going to say that's a mega undercut. But he hasn't. So the only ones that have pitted so far is Harvey, Nibs and Cook. Rapid just fallen ever so slightly off the back of Nat. So we'll see what Harold does, whether he pits to try and cover off Harvey. Or whether he stays out for another lap. It looks like he's going to stay out for another lap. Is Luke going to be able to make the move this time around? He does. So Nat has just about lost DRS to the top two. We'll see if those two can use each other to create a bit of a gap before their pit stops. So Harold is still looking racy on them super soft compound tyres. I wonder whether he's probably using a higher wing setup. He looks pretty racy through sector 2. So it looks like Nat and Rapid are coming in for their pit stops. So is Wookie. Harold did get Luke back that time around. Oliver and Nerf also decided to pit. So even though Harvey decided to pit early, he hasn't gained any time. He's actually lost time to Nat, Rapid. Toby picked up 3 seconds for track limits. So a long old stint for them super soft tyres to go for Wookie and Nerf Pack. So we'll see what Harold does here. The undercut hasn't appeared to work for many people, to be fair, for the looks of things. It looks like Harold is going to jump into the pits. Take his pit stop, put on his soft compounder tyre. So just have a little look at where Harold filters out. In comparison to everyone else. It looks like he's going to stay ahead of Rapid and Nat. So the undercut didn't work for those guys either. So we'll see when Luke decides to pull the pin and pit from the lead. Like I say, the undercut doesn't appear to have worked for many people, but it might work for Harold, as Clay makes a move on Toby there. I wonder whether Toby had a bit of an issue. Luke's carrying on for another lap. So is Clay. Looks like Toby might be pitting. He is. Looks like Harold's going to try and line up a move on CB Gould. Into turn one we go. Looks like it's going to be done before the braking zone, and it is. Nat in the background having a little look there on rapid. Rapid has a look at CB Gould, and so does Nat. Both of them get the move done. As Nat says hello to the wall on exit. We'll have a look at what Luke decides to do this lap, whether he decides to pit. I'm not sure what the gap is to the leader. I think he's probably going to come out behind Nat, I think, as Toby has retired, and that brings out a safety car. So Luke has jumped into the pits. I'd imagine that Clay is going to follow him. And he does. So we'll see where Luke now comes out. It looks like he's going to stay in the lead as well. Mechanical decides to pit. And he does. Luke comes back out into the lead then. Good call from him. See where Clay filters back out. He's going to come back out ahead of Oliver. CB Gould and Harvey have decided to pit. Nibs as well. So I'd imagine the safety car will stay out one more lap after this, just to allow everyone else to start catching back up again. Still got a couple of people left to catch the pack. We'll see whether the safety car comes back in this lap or next. Probably going to be next lap, I'd imagine. Chip has picked up a 10-second time penalty for a severe collision with the catapult. Not sure what that's about. Should see safety car back in this lap. And that will give us 3 laps of racing to decide your feature race winner. Luke gets us away then. Seems to have caught Harold napping slightly. Rapid goes for a move on Harold, can't quite get it done. Oh, there's Wookie's retired from the session. Looks like he's hit the wall at turn 1. CB Gould has gone on in turn 3. Harold and Rapid are still going side by side. Or is that Nat and Rapid? Looks like Nat and Rapid. Nat seems to have got the better of Rapid that time around. Luke has absolutely stormed off into the distance. and Harold were going side by side. Apologies about the silence, it's just dealing with a little tantrum going on. I think Chip may have retired in the pits, I think. Closest battle we've got going on at the moment is between Harold, Nat and Rapid. Luke has just stormed off into the distance. Clay did manage to make it past Oliver. So it looks like Harold is still going to be far enough ahead to not have the move made on him this time around. Obviously we are now on our last lap, so we'll see if we can hold it going into turn 3. As Nat picks up 3 seconds for track limits. There we have it then. Luke P1, Harold P2, Rapid P3, Nat P4 after a 3-second time penalty, Clay P5, Oliver P6, Harvey P7, Mechanical P8, Nerf P9, Nibs P10, Cook P11 and CV Gould after his excursion at turn 2 comes home in 12th. So we will invite Luke Harold and Rapid to the podium chat in a second. After I've got your race results. Who is it? Luke, Harold and Rapid. Warcash. See if Harold or Rapid join Luke's podcast. So Rapid has joined us. Let's see if Harold joins. So Harold will join us in a second. Let's start off with your P3 tonight, which was Rapid. Good evening, Rapid.
Good evening. Good evening.
It was a interesting sprint race, but obviously I can't even remember where you finished. Was it second or third, something like that?
Third. Got third in both races.
Yeah, so obviously good good race for you tonight, considering you probably haven't been where you wanted to be most of the season.
Yeah. About time I had a good result.
Yeah, obviously you showed quite a bit of pace in pre-season and hasn't managed to transpire into anything throughout the season, but it was a good solid drive. So talk us through it from your perspective, mate.
Yeah, the sprint was a good race. Had a good battle with
Nerf. Murph Pack. Just call him what you want, mate, we do.
Yeah, had a good battle with him throughout the race and couldn't quite get him on the back on the pit straight. So he got a bad exit out the last corner. I think I had a battle with him again in the feature, which was a good one as well.
Oh, you mean Northern Nat? Northern
Nat, yeah.
That's the one. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, he's decent enough driver. Looked like you both had a pretty decent battle. Obviously, you picked up a little bit of damage in the sprint, I believe, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a slight damage on the front.
Yeah, it looked from Com's point of view that you had no end plate, so that was a good result to pick up third in both the sprint and the feature tonight. So well done, you, mate.
Cheers, bud.
Now we will go to a bloke I didn't really want to be speaking to this evening, but Harold, good evening.
Good evening.
You're not so bad after all then.
Just feeling pretty smug, to be honest.
I bet you are. I'm not gonna live this down, am I, for the next week?
I hope not.
It was
I hope our regular commentator comes back for next week so we can have it out on track, you know.
Oh, don't worry, mate. You've only just about come out my pocket, sunshine. Don't worry about that. It was good race from you this evening. You showed decent pace. Obviously taking the pole, didn't you, for the quali?
Yeah, I don't know how, to be honest. Sucked all season, then all of a sudden, bit of inspiration from you.
Let's see. I know what I'm doing. It's all tactical. So, it was a good race from you. Talk us through it from your perspective. Obviously, I think you've kind of maybe got done a little bit by that safety car in the sense that Luke managed to pick up a cheap pit stop. But yeah, talk us through it from your perspective, mate.
Yeah, I was close to the alternate strategy as well, but scared of a safety car. That ended up being a safety car worked for the alternate strategy, so just a bit unfortunate. Good battles, good result. I'm alright.
It was obviously a good drive from you in the sprint race. I think you took fifth, fourth.
Yeah, that was chaos, wasn't it?
That was yeah, it wasn't easy to commentate on the sprint race, but obviously it was a good drive from you to go from P10 to P4.
Yeah.
And then obviously taking the P2. Yeah, just an overall good night for you, mate.
Thank you. Can I get that in writing?
No. don't push it. All right.
It's on a live stream, everyone can hear it.
Yeah.
That has ruined my evening, but yeah, I won't go too much into that. Well done, mate. Don't want to speak to you ever again.
Good evening. Thank you.
Now we move on to your race winner, Luke.
Good evening.
It's becoming a bit of a habit, this is, isn't it?
You on comms or me here?
Both at the moment, but you being here, obviously most races that you've been involved in, you've been in some sort of post-race podcast.
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to, but things just fall into my lap.
Like they did this evening. Obviously, the sprint race probably didn't go to plan in the sense that
I got underbody damage, front wing, yeah, everything just went to shit after that one.
it was pretty chaotic in the sprint, with 6 DNFs, I think it was in the end.
And no safety cars.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, that one, really, because you had people that crashed out in the castle section and no safety car or VSC come out, so it was a bit strange, that one, but it was a good race from you. Obviously, you had the pace on the alternate strategy, managed to hang with Harold most of it, and then the safety car come out.
Yeah, I stayed one lap extra. I didn't want to, but I thought, okay, I'm just going to go a little bit further. Then the safety car came out, and I was talking to Clay whether this is actually going to count or not. So the entire time until I exited the pits, and Jeff told me that these tyres must, stay with me to the end of the race. I was like, fuck, finally. I was hoping I'm not going to get disqualified.
Yeah, I did kind of had that in the back of my mind. Obviously, you had a bit of an issue in, I think it was Bahrain, wasn't it?
Where you spar with quite a lot of people.
Yeah, where you decided to pit under the safety car and it didn't count, which was a bit weird, but obviously worked out for you this evening, and it's another good drive and another good result for you, mate.
Yeah. My favourite track coming up, so hopefully I can just wrap it up then. Well, I'll give it my all.
I think obviously you made quite a few points back up on Oliver this evening, I'm pretty sure. Obviously he took the win in the sprint, and then you took the win in the feature, but he finished, I think it might have been P6 or 7. So yeah, it should be an interesting last 2 races.
I got a position to pick up in the sprint as well because I got 3 seconds penalty. Weirdly enough, exit of Castle, if you cut a track limit there, you get 3 track limits in one go. It's not even a cut and corner 3 seconds, it's just track limit after track limit after track limit. Hopefully it's not like that in F1 though, because people tend to go wide out there on the exit, so that can catch some people out.
Yeah, so it's definitely an interesting one. I've noticed that a few tracks do that at the moment in certain sections, so hopefully that can get sorted. But again, mate, good drive this evening, and
cheers, bud. Thanks for doing comms, mate.
Pleasure as always. And that will wrap up our evening on F2. We are back next Tuesday, same time of 8:30, back for Japan. I have been your comms this evening, King Luckman. I hope you have a good rest of your week and hopefully catch you Friday, Sunday or next Tuesday. Luckman over and